How we doing? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? I think we is. All right. We're doing a little bachata today, in case you guys have not noticed. Switching gears on y'all. We've been doing swing for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks. And today we thought we'd do something a little easier to accomplish at home. So this is going to be basic bachata tutorial. We're recording this live on Facebook during the, of course, COVID-19 pandemic, week 79, or at least 8 or 9, but it feels like it. So what we're going to do today, guys, welcome everybody. We hope you're out there with us. If you're not, you can catch us on replay on Facebook or on YouTube. We always take the video and post it on YouTube. And today, we're going to be doing bachata, basics of bachata, fun, dance, easy, it's free, it's what is it, fun, flirty, and free to try. We'll put the 800 number up for y'all. So we're going to be doing a lot of independent footwork today, which means you don't need no stinking partner. We're going to do a lot of basic footwork, syncopated footwork, variations of footwork, concepts of movement, independent movements, and then at the very end, we'll do a little bit of partnering. But mostly, for the next, half an hour, 45 minutes, we're going to just focus on our independence, and you don't need a partner for that. So, rock and roll. You guys ready to go? All right, let's get started. We're going to do the concept of bachata. The timing is real simple. It's a 8-count dance. So we're going to do a double measure. It's in double time of your standard tempo. So we're going 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we hold on the 4 and the 8, similar to our salsa, on 1. And what we're going to do, guys, is get you moving laterally at first. So 1, 2, 3, and always tap, I'll hold on 4. So that's, I think, the big thing that makes it unique is in a lot of dances, what you do in between the dances. What's interesting on this dance, what you do with the hold is interesting. There's a lot of hold variations. And there's not a lot of movement on the hold for the basic, right? For the basic idea and concept. So in salsa, for example, I would go, in a mambo basic, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm moving through the hold. I'm moving still, even though I'm not stepping. But in this dance, 1, 2, 3, I stop all movement on that 4th beat. 5, 6, 7, stop. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start with our left foot, everybody. So left foot first. We're going to dance to our left. 3 steps. Real simple. Side, together, side. We tap. We come back to the right. Side, together, side, and tap. All right, so putting that together, we go 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. And bachata has a fluidity about it as far as like a kind of a sway of movement. Fluid all the time, then we pause. Fluid all the time, we pause. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Give me one more, and finish your step. We're stepping about shoulder width. We're always going to keep our feet under our center. And for this movement, we're just going to step small steps, pushing off of the grounded leg. So my right foot has the weight. My feet are turned, heels in, toes out. and I'm going to move to the side, push, then gather, changing weight, push, then gather with a tap rather than a change of weight. We come back in the same manner, push, change, push, tap. Now if you were to do that in place and not create any movement laterally, you would just go step, 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 tap, step, 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 tap. So it's basically merengue. It's from the Dominican Republic, just like merengue is, but it's merengue with a hold. Okay, the movement in place. So you want knee action. You want to make sure your knee bends and your heel comes off the floor and you stay compressed. And then the other foot is alternating, locking and unlocking. So you can practice just locking and unlocking your knees. And that energy is transferred by bringing your heel off the floor. So the knee bends and that peels your heel off the floor. It's what we call a ball flat. Ball flat. So you go ball of the foot, then flatten into the heel. So if you just practice that, raise your carriage, carry your frame, and that's going to help you get that action, that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go 1, 2, 3, tap 4, 5, 6, 7, tap 8. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. Now the thing about bachata, it's a little more staccato, a little more choppy than it is that smooth feel of a mambo. Cool. All right, so we're going to do this one more time with you guys. Let's face forward. We're going to make it move side to side. 5, 6, carriage up, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, again we go. Side together, side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Una más, por favor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Okay, so we've got the basic idea of bachata. Now, one of the things I love about bachata is even though it's simple in its concept and it's simple in its initiation, it can be complicated right away or diverse right away. It can be made more interesting by its movements. It has so many variations of movements. You can go forward and back, side to side, rotate left, rotate right, ball change, redirections, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has a lot of options and variations, which means you don't have to be fancy to really have a lot of easy patterns and have fun with it. So what we're going to do, guys, is start showing you some of these patterns. There was something else I wanted, I don't remember what it was. I'll come back to it, I'm sure. All right, so what we're going to do now is move forward and back. So the same concept is side to side, small steps as I'm going forward. 1, 2, 3. We're going to tap on 4, and we back it up. 5, 6, 7, tap 8. All right, that's pretty easy. Let's try it. 5, 6, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6. Again we go. 1, 2, 3. And 5, 6, again we go. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, una más, and you finish your step tap. Cool. Hope you guys are up on your feet dancing with us. We're building our footwork vocabulary, our variation of movements independently from our partners. So we have side together, side basic, forward and back basic. Very good, very good. We're going to continue. So now we're going to get into little things you can do with the hold. So as we pause on 4 and 8, little things you can do. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the traditional hip action that especially the ladies bring to the table. So I'm going to bring Sherry back out to demonstrate that. I'm going to let her just... I'm going to do it, but I'm going to let her demonstrate it. So I'm going to let her break it down as well. So as you're going 1, 2, 3, there's a little hip action that's very traditional of the dance. Rather than just tapping in place, you create like almost like a belly dancer would, and ladies especially can create that. Gentlemen has an element, but ladies are emphasizing. So Sherry, take it away.
I think you should do it.
And you're on.
All right. So we're going to go over the style option for the ladies, which is the little hip hop. I'll do it facing you, and then I'll turn it around, and you'll get my other side as well. So right now we're doing everything like the When we get into partnering, just like salsa, we're going to start on our right. So for the sake of this, I'm going to demonstrate it on the right, but when we come back together, we'll be doing it simultaneously both on our left. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and as we gather for 4 and we bring that foot underneath us, we are going to push our toe into the ground. You'll see my knee is straightening, and it brings that hip up. So we have that pop on 4. And then we replace our weight to go 5, 6, 7, repeat on the other side. Push into the floor to raise the hip. So I'm pushing, I'm straightening that knee, the one that I want to raise, and the hip I want to raise, and that brings up my hip. I push into the floor by pushing into the ball of my foot and almost trying to push my heel into the floor. I don't want to settle on my heel. When I settle on my heel, it doesn't raise my hip, it rather just makes my hip fall. So facing this way, going 1, 2, 3, and I push, and you'll see the hip raises, but I'm not dropping my heel. When I drop my heel, I'm not only putting my weight down, which is going to be counterproductive for my next step, but it also does not achieve the style that I'm looking for. 5, 6, 7, and push. 1, 2, 3, and hit. 5, 6, 7, and hit. So step together, step, hop, step together, step, step, hop. I've got a background track that I did not ask for. Step together, step, hop, step, and that is our style. Woohoo! Very nice.
And you didn't even ask for a wonderful background orchestra.
Wonderful.
All right, moving on. So we've got a little style option. Right away, I'm going to play with other variations of this. So as we get into this, 1, 2, 3, I can do something as simple as a tap or a cross behind. And I go side together, step behind. And I want you to do that with us. I want you to tap behind. So if you want to work on that, ladies, you can work on the hip action as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So guys, instead of just tapping in place, you're going to tap behind. And I'm building towards something, so go with me on this. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. And one more time. Finish your step tap. Okay, cool. Other little embellishments you can do. 1, 2, 3. A little flick. 5, 6, 7. Flick. 1, 2, 3. Flick. 5, 6, 7. Flick. So that's just kind of like a little bolero and tango. You're going to slide that foot and pop it. Side together, slide and pop. And it's just something to do with the hold, something to mark the time, a little style variation.
Ladies, you are also welcome to do these style variations as well, including the one Joe just demonstrated, which was the tap behind. While he was tapping behind, I was doing the hip raise, since that's what we just worked on, but that is not exclusive to the leaders.
It's not?
It's not.
Now you tell me. You know, all these movements are, what's the word? It's, not bisexual. Unisex, that's it. They're all unisex. They're not bisexual, they're unisexual. Maybe unisex. Alright, so you can be done with the lady or the gentleman. Moving on in our silly bachata land. 1, 2, I can tap behind. 5, 6, 7, 8. She can do her hip check. 5, 6, 7, pop. Or you can do a flick of the foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. What other ones do you have?
The heel.
Heel.
Pop,
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one's a little different. What we're doing here is we're pushing out to the side and we're leaving our foot in an open position. So in dance, you have 2 positions of your foot or your leg. Open stance, close stance. Open stance, close. Open stance, close stance. Okay, so now when we push into this, we're going to push and And you do that by locking your knee, allowing your heel to come down. Pop. But don't keep it there. So we go. 1, 2, 3, and pop. 5, 6, 7, pop. 1, 2, 3, pop. 5, 6, una más. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So just another embellishment, another variation to play with on the whole.
Little tip on that embellishment is turn your hips slightly in the direction of the leg that's popping, so that you don't end up trying to pop with your hips square but your leg turned out. It's a little awkward and looks a little awkward. So we want to turn the direction slightly of the leg that's being popped. You can see my hips are now angled, they're no longer straight. So we get that pop and then we come back to being square and then we do our pop.
And what do we call that? Shaping.
Oh.
So we're going to do a little shaping in that concept. What Sherry just taught you. As we go to the side, we shape a little as opposed to staying square. So we shape and then we come back 5, 6, shape and pop. So you're really going to do it on the third beat of each measure. Yes? Which is your 3, 1, 2, 3, and your 7 on this side. 7, 8. C or C?
C.
Excellent. Moving right along. So now, let's do a quick review. Dance it with us. Let's do our basic first. 5, 6, standard. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now we add our embellishments. Let's start with the hips. 6, little hip embellishment. 2, 3, cool. 6, 7. Now let's do our tap behind. Here we go. Tap. 1, 2, 3. Tap. 5, 6, 7. Again. 2, 3. Cool. Now let's do our flick. 2, 3. Flick. 6, 7, 8. All one more time. Pop. 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to do our knee pop with shaping. 1, 2, 3. And 5, 6, 7. Una más. And back to the basic. Cool. Let's go forward. Ready? Let's go. Forward. 2, 3. Back. 6, 7. Una más. And stop right there. Awesome. Now we're going to shape the forward and back movement just for diversity and make it more interesting. So as we do this, forward to turn. So we're shaping on 3 again. And we're going to tap behind. Yes? Now we square up and we go back. 5, 6, 7. We turn again to the same direction, which will both be to your right. So whether forward or back, we both shape to our right direction. And then we're going to tap in front. Okay, like Mr. Peanut. If I had a cane and a top hat. Alright, so we go. And walk, walk, shape, tap. Walk, walk, shape, tap. You got it? Here we go. Back it up and shape and tap. And 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. And one more time. 3. And back to the basic. 1, 2, 3. Where are you going?
Back to the forward and back basic.
1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Stay with us. Forward and back. Here we go. 1, 2, and shape. And 5, 6, and shape. And 1, 2, shape. And 5, 6, shape. And 1, 2, 3. And 5, 6, 7. Una más. 3. And side to side. And 1, 2, 3. C or C. Cool. All right, guys. We got a little extra shaping going on. We got our basics. We got a good flow. We got some embellishments. We got some variations. Let's get into hesitations. I love hesitations. We're going to teach you a couple different ways to hesitate in the music and play with a variation contrast to what we've been doing. Okay, let's get after it. So, the first hesitation we're going to teach you guys, the most simple, is literally a hold. So we go hold and tap, hold and tap, hold and tap, hold and tap. So yes, it's still 8 beats, but each step I take, I'm going to pause for 1 beat. So it's 1, hold 2, 3, hold 4, 5, hold 6, 7, hold 8. And we're going to do that for at least 16 counts, just so you get a feel for it. So give me one first, one basic. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3. And here we go with our hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now back to the basic. 1, 2, 3. And finish your step. Cool. So just like Sherry said earlier, shaping the knee pop, we can shape the hesitation. So every time we step 1, we turn on 2. And we're going to leave that foot in open position, kind of like the knee pop. And the key here is you'll notice there's a rise and fall, or a dip and rise, right? We dip and rise. So I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up. If I took the shaping out, down, up, down, up. So that's pretty boring. So now we're going to go ahead and shape with a twist. And then we leave the foot in our open stance. So I'm pushing my shoulders from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time. A little tap on each one. Basic. You close your stance and go back to the basic. So that closing of the feet is important because that indicates transition, especially if you're practicing for lead and follow technique, which eventually you want to get into, but today we're focusing on independence. So yes, let's try that one more time. Basic first, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Now hesitate, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now close the feet and back to the basic. All right, that's a good one. So that's your most basic hesitation pattern. Good job out there. We're going to do another one now. We're going to do what we call a touch and go. Touch and go. So that's, you go. There you go. So that's a touch and go. She just touched and thought she could get away without the go. Not in this house.
Or did I touch so I would be told to go?
So what we're going to do is touch. So open stance. Now in this particular scenario, we're shifting and then we close again. Then we commit. So that's going to happen on 1 and 2. So it's a 2-beat movement. 2 beats. So we go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Touch and go. Touch and go. Now a lot of people when they're learning this, I watch them all the time, they go touch. And they move their foot, kind of like they're doing the bunny hop. Good job. Gotta make sure that bunny hop is authentic. So it's not the bunny hop. We're not going move the feet without moving the body. You want to move the body into the foot. And when you do that, you want to shift your weight. Almost like if you're like me from the northern hemisphere, you want to touch the ice before you step onto it to go play hockey. So you always want to check the ice. So you shift a little bit of weight, but don't commit completely, or you'll fall through the ice. You'll make that mistake once.
For the Floridians, it's testing to see if the pool is heated.
So weak! Lame! So we go touch and go. And we have a little shift of weight. You're shifting. You shift. You shift one more time. And after the last shift, then you go. Go and shift and go and shift and go. So again, that's important to do correctly, especially you leaders out there, because you're going to be shifting the lady's weight with yours. You're going to literally engage her and shift that. And so you want to have a good ability to do that and not just go like this. And she won't read that because she can't follow your feet without body movement. Cool. Okay, so that's our second hesitation. We call it the touch and go. Yeah? Kind of like it's dedicated out there to you pilots. Shane, that one's for you. Shane and Ernesto. My buddy Ernesto. Okay, we're going to keep moving. We can do one more hesitation. This is a syncopated hesitation. It's a little more advanced. Well, shall we dare?
We shall dare.
We shall dare. So we're going to do a little bit more syncopated hesitation. This is a step and again. step, and again, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a syncopated action. Again, you're playing with time variance. So a little more complicado, but I think y'all can handle it. And if you can't, rewind it and do it again. There you go. So what we're going to do is talk about how this works. You're going to step 1, but hold for 2. So there's your hesitation. Now you're going to hurry up and catch up a 3 and then hold 4. So you're getting a half note in there, or an eighth note. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, hold 4, or close the feet on 4. 1, 2, 3, close 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you have that footwork timing variance, once you have your syncopation, you feel comfortable, guess what we're going to do? What are we going to do, Sherry?
Shape it.
We're going to shape it! Woo!
I guessed right.
So the shaping, again, is applicable. Same thing, a little bit of an eighth rotation. You don't want to shape quarter turn, because now it's too much. Less is more, right? Like, hey, I'm going to do a body roll.
That's hot.
That's hot, right? No, less is more, right? Body roll, not body roll, body roll. So you don't want to throw the whole crazy into it. You just want to have an accent. So when we shape, it's like an eighth off center, a little oblique to square, and you don't want to be quite over rotated to a quarter turn. That's too much. So we're going to go basic first. 1, 2, 3. Now a little shaping. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to the dance. Let's do 2 in a row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Back to the dance. Woo! Okay, so when you're doing that, we can add a little more. One of the things we like to do is shoulder rolls. So you're doing a left, right, left, right. Work on your shoulder rolls. So at home, just practice your shoulder rolls. Work on your isolations. Work on the left shoulder. Work on the right shoulder. And when you do that, put your hands like they're in your pockets. Put them on your hips so you can isolate and not do stuff like that, right? So you have the ability to go forward, forward, back, shoulder rolls. And once you have that, right, practice those isolations. Your carriage, side to side, wide stance, about shoulder width, maybe a little more, and practice shifting from side to side. Keep your shoulders level, don't do this. Avoid the pitfalls, yeah? Put your arms out, practice that way in the mirror. That way you know if you're doing this. Keep it, don't do this, okay? Keep everything level and isolated. Cool, right? Shoulder rolls, shoulder rolls. So what we're gonna do is put the shoulder roll into our syncopated hesitation. So if we go, what?
Are we shaping it also?
And we're gonna shape it simultaneously.
No way.
That's the plan.
All right.
So let's start with the basic, everybody. We go 1, 2, 3, and 5. Here we go. We roll 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and we're back to the dance. Hey, not bad. All right, very cool, guys. We have 3 hesitation variations. That's a lot of TION. So we're going to be doing your standard down and up, down and up. We're going to do your touch and goes, your touch and go, your touch and your syncopation, yeah? Your syncopated basic hesitation. Cool. Okay, how we doing out there? Is everybody having fun yet? Woohoo! I hope you're enjoying this wonderful afternoon. Thank you for spending a little time with us. We appreciate everybody dancing and staying healthy and on their feet, and a positive outlook on life, even though all the crazy corona stuff is still going on. Okay, let's get into
You want to do this music?
musica. I think so. Well, I want to go over one more thing.
Okay.
Let's
I will
go.
allow it.
She will allow it. Good. I was worried about that. let's do turns. Turn technique. We haven't gotten to any turns yet. So let's talk about turn technique. As we're dancing, we're going 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. We start creating rotation to our left, and we step with our left, and we go turn, turn, finish, tap, then to the right, turn, turn, finish, tap. Now, we're only going to turn to the left for starters, because we want you guys to get comfortable with it if you're new to this. So give me a full basic first. We go 1, 2, 3, and now we turn left. We go 1, 2, 3, and simply come on back. Again, 2, 3, and now we turn left. Prep and turn. 2, 3, and come on back again. Good. Okay, so that's your left turn. Let's try the right turn. 1, 2, 3, and we turn, turn, turn. Same idea. Good. Basic first. 5, 6, 7. Prep to the left. Here we go. And we turn, turn, turn. And we're back. Okay, cool. So you got the visual, you got the idea. Now the technique is all shoulders. So the feet don't change. And what are you doing in your basic step? You're basically going side, together, side, and then tapping. When you come back to the right, same thing. Side, close, side, tap. So when you create rotation, you put your right shoulder into your left shoulder. And it's good because right now we don't have a partner to help generate the energy. So we're going to generate our own energy by prepping just before we rotate. So on the 8 or on the 4, depending on how we're turning, you want to prep the shoulders before you bring the energy left or right. So for example, I would turn a little this way, and now I can really come around in my rotation. So watch my basic first. I'm going side together, side together, prep, side together, side, and finish with a side together, side. That's pretty cool. It's hard to do at first, I'm not going to lie. One of the main things that happens is you lose your line. So your discipline is to do this without coming forward or going back. If you draw a line and put some tape on the floor, you'll recognize that you're always going to be in that same line. Make sure it's painter's tape so it doesn't leave any residue or damage your floor. And as you're doing this, you're stepping, pulling your feet together in the rotation, and then stepping out at the end. And that's going to help create the effect. And it's also going to help you stop turning. So as you step out and you pull your foot in, you rotate, and then you push out again, and then you drag your foot and tap, and that will ground you. And it's important that you keep your feet on the ground or on the floor the whole time. You don't want to pick your feet up off the floor. You're never going to see me go like this. 1, 2, 3. All right? I'm not prancing as I step. I'm pushing, dragging my feet. As I create rotation, I push out of it and drag. And that's an athleticism. It's a technique. It's going to make you so much more proficient and effective on the dance floor. So there's a little pro tip for you guys at home. Not easy to do at first, but keep working on it, and I'm sure you will be getting it in no time at all. Okay, cool. We've got some turns left. We got some turns right. I think we're ready to put this all to a little bit of music. We'll play with all the steps. Shabby! Who's out there today? Anybody fun? Nobody fun. None of you are fun today. Oh, hello, new people we don't recognize! Woo! Thanks for joining us.
Of course, Susanna.
Susanna! She brought us chocolate shakes today. Woot! Thank you, Susanna, for everything you do.
So all of today's silliness can be blamed on that.
Yeah, we're all on a sugar high. Thanks to Susanna, we're all sugared up.
I saw Denise.
Hey, Denise! Denise is awesome, one of our pinnacle players in our dance community. An awesome support. She does so much for the dance community. Thank you, Denise. Good to see you out there.
I know logged on at some point with Linda. So
Linda! Woo!
Linda.
My favorite Linda. How you doing, Linda? Thank you, everyone, for participating with us. Thanks for supporting us during this weird time where dancing is not allowed. I feel like I'm in a Footloose movie. But we're going to rebel against it and dance anyways. So I hope you're at home doing it with us. Let's put on some music. Let's have some fun. We're going to do all the steps that we worked on. Don't worry. We're going to start you from the ground up. And let's just have a good time with it. Yeah? Here we go. Let's do it.
Julie White signed on at some point.
What's up,
I
Julie?
hope she's still watching.
What about from Michigan? Yeah? Tony?
I know Sheila said she was going to be watching,
Yay, Sheila!
but I have not seen her name pop up yet.
Sheila's always on. Can you hear it? All right, guys, let's get dancing. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic. 1, 2, 3, tap. Let's do a little tap behind. Looking good. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, forward and back. Forward. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Side to side. Good. Okay, let's try some embellishments. Give me a little flick of the foot flick it. Woo. Flick. Hold on. Cool. Let's do a little knee pop. Drop the leg and pop. Pop. With shaping. Cool, cool. Basic. Work those hips, babies.
So sexy.
Alright, let's do our basic hesitation. Let's see. Here we go. Oh! Oh! 5, 6, 7, 8. Otra. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Una más. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Let's go forward. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. Reset. Side to side. 1, 2, 3. Syncopate hesitation. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Hold on. Cool. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Beautiful. Combo turn. Left and right. Here we go. Left. Right. Woo. Hold on. Izquierda. Derecha. Forward. Let's go. Hesitate right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the left. Woo! Turn it, turn it. Oh! your feet, dance a little bachata with us. Looking good in the hood. All right, cool. What else we got going on? What's going on? Bruce is in the house. Name's Bruce. Good to see you, brother. You gotta come dance with us. All the stops, all the crazy stops out there. We want to see you again. I see Vicky and Alan is out there. Very cool.
Your mother?
Is my mommy watching? Hello, mommy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me life. Who else?
Ginger.
Oh, what's up, Ginger? Woo! Miss you, girlie. Can't wait to dance with you again. Okay, let's keep going. We got a couple little things we're gonna play with and touch on. The next one we're gonna do is what we call a cha-cha rhythm. It's kind of like a rock and go. So I'm doing the same thing we've been doing, the basic step. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now, instead of doing a tap, we're literally going to do a little ball change action. So you're going to go rock and, a little shift of weight. Don't make it heavy. Don't shift too far back because you will lose momentum. You want to use this as a momentum builder. So it's interesting because I'll explain to you the dynamics of it in just a few minutes, but it's going to create the ability to move more quickly in certain elements of the dance that you want to utilize this in. So the first thing we're going to do is basic 1, 2, 3, then I rock and go. So if you think of it, it's kind of like a cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, rock and go, 2, 3, rock and go, 2, 3, cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, cha-cha, 5, 6, 7, una más, and we rock and finish our step. Cool. So instead of just doing a tap, you shift your weight, shift and go. This is something that a lot of advanced dancers use. More experienced dancers utilize this as not only is it a fun rhythm step and style variation, but it's effective in redirecting your energy. So if I'm coming around aggressive, I can rock and go, right? Rock and go. And that's going to give me a ball change effect, which is a redirectional step for those of you who know other styles of dance like salsa. So a rock and go, a little cha-cha timing, and that's going to help you become more efficient, especially on faster music as well. If I pause, 1, 2, 3, and I stop with a tap, well, we all know inertia, right? Now I got to recreate energy to go again. But if I do a rock and go, then I never really stop moving. And so therefore, it's more efficient or more effective. Okay, so let's try that all together.
Try to keep your rock under your body and not behind you. I'm going to go sideways or perpendicular to the camera so you can see that. So as we do that rock and go, we want to keep it still on that line. We don't want to take it back. It's not like an East Coast swing rock step. We want to keep it in that lateral direction.
Cool. Rock and go. All right, let's try it. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Rock and 5, 6, 7. Cha-cha. 1, 2, 3. Rock and go. 6, 7. Una más. 2, 3. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Another variation of step for you guys, and also good technique. Okay, cool. What else can we show them, honey? For independence dance. Before we partner. We should probably put another song on.
Yes.
Sherry's favorite step. Oh, I'm so showing it. Okay, so.
This is where people fall off.
I don't know about this one. 1 and 2 and 3. Rock and 1 and 2 and 3 and rock and 1 and 2 and 3 and rock and. This is a fast firing footwork, fancy footwork step. It's the 4 F's. This is the F in step. Sherry's favorite. So we go tap and tap and tap and and tap, tap, and tap, and rock and. So the thing about this step, if you commit your weight too far forward, it's not going to work. You want to stay almost high up, raised up, and everything's above the floor. You don't want to step into the floor here. You want to stay back in your posture and your stance and bring your foot forward so it's above the floor with a tap. Then you change your weight, simple, and you do the tap of the other foot. But the thing that's about it is a syncopated rhythm. You're using eighth notes through the whole entire step. So there's 16 movements on 8 beats. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's a different effect. It's like a rapid fire effect. And that's why it's a little more complicado, a little more advanced. But hey, we're here. Why not learn it? Why not play? Why not do something challenging and fun? So tap and tap and tap and rock and. Then the other foot. Tap, tap, and then we do a rock and, the step we just learned. Now you could just go tap and tap and tap and hold. 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 But to me that takes away from the effect. It's a little easier, but it takes away from the effect of the 4 F's. The fast, fun, what was it? Fancy, fast, fun, fancy, footwork. If you put furious in there, you're really effing it up. So that might be the way to go. Fast, fun, furious, wait. Fast.
That's why I call it the effing step.
Fast, fun, furious, fantastic footwork. Don't rewind that and challenge. Don't quiz me on that one. All right, here we go. Let's do it basic. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Let's have it up. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and rock and 5 and 6 and 7 and one more. 1 and 2 and 3 and rock and 5 and 6 and 7 and rock and 1, 2, 3. Woo! Good job out there, guys. I hope you got that one. If you didn't, don't sweat it. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. Let's see, what else can we do? We can do a little slide. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is fun. We're gonna do a basic. 1, 2, 3, hold 4. Now we're going to push out to the right. You compress. Think of prepping down before you come up. And the key is to point the toe and drag that foot into close. Yeah? So we go 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6, 7, tap. And we're going to tap on 8 just like always. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Basic on the other side now. Here we go, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. To the right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 5. To the left, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Ho! Hey! She didn't say ho. Okay guys, looking good out there. We've got some new steps for you. We've got the slide, and we've got the F step, the fast, fun, furious, fantastic footwork. And then we've got, what else do we do? Oh, the rock and goes, the cha-cha step. So that's probably enough for the more advanced portion of the footwork. So we're going to put on a little music, dance with you guys. We're going to wind it up here shortly, but let's all just dance a little bit more and play with this. Yeah?
Wind it up or wind it down?
Wind it down. We're going to turn it down. Turn it down for you.
Turn down for what?
All right. Here we go. Let's do this.
I saw Carol Cooney in Connecticut.
What?
Hi, Carol.
Carol! What's up? That is awesome. Okay. I gotta get a good song. Here we go.
Randy! I see baby Randy.
Randy who? Randy who?
There's only one baby Randy.
who?
Are you ready? Thunder! Thunder! I want to see the thunder from down under do bachata. Let's go, baby. Y'all ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3. Looking good. Forward. 1, 2, 3. Hesitate. 1, 3, 5, 6. Here we go. Side. Good. Play with your embellishments. You can mix them in next time. Deep hop. Hesitate. 5, 6, 7. Basic. Tap and go. Otra. Una más. Looking good. Okay, let's do a turn left to the right. Here we go. Left turn. Go. Sígate, Ezi. Otra vez. Una más. Basic. Looking good. Slide right. Woo. All right. Let's slide left. Here we go. Beautiful. Forward back. Side to side. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Up and forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1. Woo. You guys get it out there. Otra. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. Slide left. Slide right. Oh, I love it. Turn it out. Forward and back. Hesitate. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side to side. Woo! Good job out there, guys. Welcome to Bachata 101 and then some. Thanks for hanging out with us today. It's so good to have you guys with us. There's a lot of footwork there. It's something you can maybe rewind and practice, play with. If it's on YouTube, of course, you can watch it over and over again as well. We're going to be uploading it live. Thank you for all your support. You guys want to do a little partnering with us? I know some of you have partners out there. So for just a few moments, we'll take a few moments and put together some of these movements in partnering for you. So let's play with that. So the first thing about bachata is you have a very comfortable connection, not too tense. It's kind of a smooth, fluid dance. Always we talk about our center, right? And the ladies command our center. She has her center, I have my center, and between us is our center. So she's the gatekeeper. I can go away and she still has her hands at our center. I can come to her. If I put a little energy into her posted hands, she reciprocates, yes. We can come into our own hands, so I can come into my post or go away from it, but notice it doesn't do this, right? This is where it all goes awry. This is where things get sloppy. So you want to maintain that connection, which is really cool because when we're dancing, I can kind of talk to her through that. I can hold that hand and she feels my little hesitations my shaping, right? She can kind of read me through those movements because of that force field that she's creating with me, reciprocating my energy in that middle, what we call our center. Okay, so that's really important because you do a lot of open positioning, closed positioning. In closed position, I want to communicate well, so I hold the hand at her shoulder, and of course this hand stays at our center. I've seen people dance bachata all different ways. Some people higher, lower. It just depends on what you're trying to do, but a good neutral is right around her shoulder height, leaders. So I take her hand and hold it right around her shoulder, and that's a good place for leverage, yes? She can feel there, again, the hesitations, right, or the directional rotations. I can go under that hand. Notice I didn't move it. I keep it right there the whole time. So all of these different movements we can do, boom, pa, 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 boom, pa, pa, pa. Yeah? Even the slide. Whoo! And 1, 2, rolls, right? We can roll through these movements, changing hands, bringing her into different positions. It's pretty cool. So again, the dance can be very simple or a little more complicado, right? You can do embellishments and tosses and things like this. So we're going to show you a simple pattern. Let's see. Let's do, what are we going to do today? Let's show them how to go from side to forward and back.
I like it.
That's pretty simple, something obtainable at home without us there kind of coaching you guys. So what we're going to do is simply go into the direction that the leader sets. So I'm going to set her in a direction, and of course she's going to just reciprocate that energy and maintain it. So this is key for you follows at home. The follows are predictable. Once the leaders ask them to do a certain thing, they should maintain that. As you grow and get more experience, you'll find elements, ladies, to style in between or find these little opportunities that present themselves. But that comes with experience and time. Don't worry about that right now. If you're just learning, just maintain whatever direction he sets you in. And that's how you complement his energy and you remain predictable. So if she's moving side to side, I can now do things like turn, and I know right where she's going to be. Yes? I can play with different rotations and then come back and invite her to turn. So she's not going to do any moving away, drifting away, any of that. She stays very consistent, and that's a very big point to learn as a beginner. So once we're in that direction, I can now invite something like a turn outside, maybe a turn inside. Yeah, I'm not going to get into today all the hand holds and the different nuances there. There's so much to learn in every dance, but if you go back and watch some of our previous videos, we do talk about that in our salsa class series, and I think maybe a little bit even in swing. So check that out if you're interested. We're not going to touch on that necessarily today or right now. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is set her in another direction. So here I would like her to go back. Well, if I come forward, that doesn't tell her anything. It just encroaches on her space. So what I need to do is give her a signal and transfer the energy. And she's going to allow that, again, through commanding this boundary, this center connection. As I lean forward, she feels my presence, and then, of course, depending on how much energy I bring, if it's light, she connects. If it's a little heavier, then she responds and creates movement. So I want to hold her in my arms and lean in to a point where she feels, oh, he wants me to go back. Once you've found that sweet spot, and again, every dancer is a little bit different. I find the more experienced the dancer, the more responsive she is naturally. So I'm going to lead in on her, and she's going to start to go back. And then I want to bring her forward again so she doesn't keep going back. So after we pause, I bring her back to me by bringing my energy backward and inviting her to come with me, connecting through her post and or her core, her center. So here's how it works. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6. Here he goes, forward, 2, 3, and bring her back. So now I have now initiated a new pattern. Instead of side to side, back and forward for her. In doing so, what is she going to do, ladies? Maintain. Yes, that was the correct thought. She thought maintain. I read her thoughts.
Right there.
She's going to maintain that pattern, and it's going to be predictable. So predictable, Sherry is. 1, 2, 3, and here she goes. I send her back, 2, 3, and forward. Now she maintains. So if I create distance, she's still doing the same thing. If I move with her, she's still doing the same thing. If I contrast her, right? Guess what she's doing? The same thing. It's predictable. I know she's going to maintain this, right? Even if I were to go around her, it's predictable. So she's going to maintain that until I take her into something else as the leader. And that's, again, really good knowledge for you people who are just learning and you want to get the idea of how to follow effectively. Maintain the pattern given by the leader. Once you grow, you'll start to find other things you can do with that. But for today, that's the lesson. So, here's what we've got. Side to side. Then we've got back and forward. Remember those hesitations? Hesitate, yeah? With shaping. And send her back out. Bring her back in. And then I want her to lead back into a lateral motion so she feels the transition there. Cool. That's the thing about bachata. It's real quick, you can get good at it. There's not a lot going on here that's not beyond your grasp. So have fun with this dance. Another thing we do in this dance, we rotate, right? So instead of just going forward and back, you can take the lady and create a little half rotation. And now I've got a different orientation. It makes it interesting. Yeah? I can create rotation as much as I want. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and then a turn. Right? So I can create these different movements, inviting her into hesitations, right? And all these little elements. It's so much fun. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and whoa! Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, doing a little bachata. Keep dancing, keep practicing. Most importantly, stay positive. Look out for one another out there in these stressful times. Things are lightening up a little bit. The light at the end of the tunnel is near. We can't wait because we miss all of our students and friends and family so much. And of course, this is how we make a living. So we do have a link if you care to donate to the cause. These classes are free. We're doing them by donation. So if you want to throw us a couple bucks and you feel you have the time and ability, we're so thankful for that as well. Till next time, guys. Peace and blessings. Keep dancing. We'll see you on the floor. Bachata on. Thanks for taking our silly bachata class.